And we are set for baseball after a long delay. Better than 3 hours. First pitch of the ball game. Wide. 1-0 to Pete Rose. Nothing to Pete Rose. Phillies have been playing well on the road. 20 of their last 26 the Phillies have won on the road. Hit on a line, but speared by Rodney Scott. Rose hit a bullet, but caught by Scott. That's one down. That'll bring up Bake McBride.
Scott almost slipped. In fact, he did slip and fall, but he stayed with the catch here. Slick infield.
Here's Bake McBride. He's batting .306. Not many of the Philly hitters have had much success off Rogers this year. Bake is one of them. He is 4 for 9 with 5 runs batted in off Rogers. 1-0 to McBride with 1 down. And a strike to Bake McBride. On the inside corner, it's 2-2. The foot of Bruce Fleming. That has to hurt on any day, but especially on this very cold day. Take it off, Bruce. 2-2 to McBride with 1 down. Full count to Bake McBride. Bake fouls it back up and out of play. It's still 3-2 to McBride. Stays alive with another foul ball. He walked it. So Bates a base runner with 1 out. That'll bring up Mike Schmidt. Schmidt batting .284. Leads the majors at homers 47. Leads the National League in runs batted in 119. Knocked in both runs in the Phillies' 2-1 win last night. Schmidt's had just 1 hit and 11 at bats off Rogers. Nothing to Schmidt. Top half of the first inning. Ball game just underway. To Mike Schmidt. Two balls and a strike. Top half of the first inning, McBride first base, 1 out.
See Rogers go through a lot of contortions, grimaces out there.
him. 2 straight walks given up by Rogers. So the Phillies have 2 men on base with 1 out. And trotting out to talk to Rogers is Galen Cisco, pitching coach.
Greg Luzinski, a real key for the Phillies in almost any ball game. He had admittedly, and he did have a bad game last night. He had some pretty good cuts. Couldn't seem to get good wood on the ball. But he is in there, and I believe he's ready.
Grounded foul, sharply hit, but foul down the third base side. 1 strike to Luzinski. Luzinski off Rogers, 2 hits and 13 at-bats, one of them a home run. McBride at second, Schmidt at first, 1 out. Top half of the first inning. Good block by Carter. 1 ball and 1 strike to Greg Luzinski. There's Bake McBride at second. He walked. Mike Schmidt at first. He walked. 1 out. He had a cut, fouled it straight back, and Rogers has a jump on Luzinski. 1-2. Checked his swing, a foul back, still a ball and 2 strikes to Greg Luzinski. With a breaking ball, it's 2-2. Top half of the first inning, game delayed over 3 hours because of rain. Gets away from Carter. McBride moves up to third. Schmidt holds at first. Wild pitch on Steve Rogers. And the Phillies have runners at first and third.
It's a good block here by Carter. He got in front of the ball and bounced off his protector. That's about all he could do. That's a hard pitch to pick clean. Schmidt holding and McBride going.
3-2 with 1 out. Schmidt at first, McBride at third. Schmidt running?
No.
Foul back, still 3-2.
I like the bull swings at this time of bat. He's had about 3 good cuts. A couple of those pitches were outside corner, and he did have the good part of the bat on the ball.
Struck him out. Foul tip, strikeout. Pitch was high. Luzinski checked his swing, but the ball hit his bat and tipped into Carter's glove. 2 down. Now that'll bring up Del Unser, who's hitting .257.
Bull a little anxious. Tried to hold on that high pitch and just ticked the bat. That was a break for Rogers.
So 2 outs. Philly runners at the corners. Top half of the first inning. Nothing to Unser. He's high with a fastball, 2-0. Rogers unusually wild here in this first inning.
Talking to himself. I do that a lot.
That's hit in the air to left center field. White is there. Makes the catch, slips and falls. That's the kind of day it's going to be. Rogers gets out of the first inning. No runs, hits, or errors. 2 left after 1/2. Phillies nothing. Montreal coming to bat. Phillies line up defensively with Pete Rose at first base. Manny Trio at second. And at third base will be Mike Schmidt. In the Phillies outfield, left fielder Greg Luzinski. Center field Del Unser. Bake McBride and right. Keith Moreland doing the catching for Larry Christensen. Christensen starting his 14th game this year, 5 wins, 1 loss, his ERA 4.10. He is 1-0 this year against Montreal. Lifetime, he's 11-5 against the Expos. Phillies failing in the top half. We saw an example of what fielders are going to have to put up with. A very wet AstroTurf. 2 Expos fell while fielding balls. Rodney Scott at second and Jerry White in left field. They both stayed with him to make the grabs, but footing is going to be very tough out there tonight. Here's Jerry White. White batting .257, switch hitter. 1-0 to White. Ball and a strike to Jerry White. He's wide with it. It's 2-1. White fouls it back out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jerry White. That's back to the screen. It's still 2-2 to him. Bottom half of the first inning. White skies in the air down the left field line. Larry Boa is there. And Boa squeezes it, 1 down. That'll bring up Rodney Scott. Scott's batting .220. He's hitting .289 right-handed, .201 left-handed. Suppose the Phillies can get through the day without walking this fella?
Hope so.
One strike to him. Our Coca-Cola trivia question of the afternoon. Who holds the Expos record? What pitcher fouled out of play 2 strikes for the most innings pitched in a season? Two strikes to Rodney Scott. Just a little bit low, 1-2. Just missed. Christensen thought it was there. 2-2. Back through the middle. Great grab trio. His throw wide. It gets by Rose and into the dugout. So Scott is at second base. Probably be a hit and an error. Trio couldn't get anything on the throw.
Sure, that's how they'll score it. Manny had a shot at him if he could have made an accurate throw. Off balance and pulling Pete Rose way off the bag. He's having a little trouble getting his feet going there. Hit an error?
Well, they haven't posted error yet, but it's got to be, I would think, a hit and an error. Yeah, it is a hit and an error. So Scott at second base with 1 out for Roland Office.
To watch Scott, too. He'll run any chance he can get.
Yeah, he will steal third base. He's stolen 62 bases. 1 strike to Roland Office. Off, drive goes into to center field, and Scott will end up at third base. So it'll be an error on Christensen.
Good play, and the timing was good, and I tell you, they might have had him out if the ball had been up. 2 errors here in the first inning, and Christensen in a little trouble. The infield is back right now. I'll be surprised, though, if they don't come up.
1 strike to Roland Office with Scott now at third base, and the infield is coming in. A foul out of play. Christensen in front of Office, 0-2. Rodney Scott at third, 1 down. Ball and 2 strikes to Roland Office.
Try to strike him out now with a breaking ball.
Bounces a foul. Still 1-2. Baby skittering around the wall area all the way out to center field. Or Del Unser is chasing it down. Two and two to Roland Office. Ernst Ruck, Alice Green, Bobby Wine, and Lee Ely are looking on. Still 2-2. We're in the bottom half of the first inning. Phillies failed in the top half. Expos have Scott at third with 1 out. Nice grab, Manny Trio holds Scott, throws out Office. Scott trying to score, and he is out at home plate. Scott never got the play. Double play, and down go the Expos. A daring move by Rodney Scott, but he is nailed. 4-3-2 if you score on the double play. No runs, 1 hit. 2 Philly errors, none left. After 1, 0-0. Cleveland leads off for the Phillies here in the second. Keith batting .323. Hit 4 homers. 2 of them have come here at Olympic Stadium. Moreland 5 hits and 11 at bats off Expos pitching. 2 of those 5 hits home runs. 1 of them a grand slam. Two and 0 to Moreland. 0-0 ball game. We're in the second. Moreland hits it in the air to center field. Andre Dawson is there. He makes the catch, and Keith is out, 1 down. Our Coca-Cola trivia question of the afternoon. Who holds the Expos record for most innings pitched in a season? Here's Manny Trio. He's batting .293.
A guess.
All right.
Carl Morton.
That's a good guess. Carl Morton had some good years up here after coming over from Atlanta. Trio ground ball shortstop. Chris Spire has it, throws, and Trio is out. That's 2 down. That'll bring up Larry Boa. But the answer is the guy you're looking at.
I thought about him, but I figured it was too obvious.
Too obvious. I never go with the obvious. 302 innings for Steve Rogers in a season. 2 outs. Larry Boa batting .267. You have to think this type of weather would be in favor of the pitcher.
Keeps him strong.
Dribbled right out between the mound and the plate. Nice play by Carter. Gets going. The Phillies down in order in the second. No runs, hits, or errors, none left. We go to the bottom of the second. It's a 0-0 game. Advance Phillies season tickets are one of the best sports buys in the city. If you are one of the Phillies' present season ticket holders and would like to join the list, just write to the Phils for the free color brochure that will be ready sometime in November. Send your letter to Phillies season tickets, Box 7575, Philadelphia 19101. The Phils have 9 season ticket plans available, including one that's just right for you. Andre Dawson leads off for the Expos here in the second, batting .309. Sid Christensen well, 3 hits and 5 tries, including a home run. One strike to Andre Dawson. See, Rich, that Bill Buckner has taken over the leadership and batting in the National League by 2 points over Gary Templeton.
And he was 3 for 5 today.
Was he?
With a home run.
0-2.
I know that Hernandez got a home run in that game. I believe it was against the Mets. But yeah, I think Buckner's got it locked up now. Somebody really has a big day tomorrow.
Unless Templeton goes 5 for 5 or something like that. Check swing. Let's see it.
Well, this is one of those half swings again. I believe he did cross the plane of that strike zone, but they didn't call it.
2-2 to Andre Dawson. Lined into right field for a base hit. So Andre Dawson gets the Expos' second hit off Christensen. He's at first base, nobody out for Gary Carter. Carter's batting .270, 29 homers, knocked in 101 runs. His worn-out Phillies pitching, getting .404 against the Phils with 5 homers this year. Dawson will run. He's stolen 33 bases. He has been caught 8 times. There he goes on the first pitch. Moreland's throw. They got it. No. Yes, they did. No, he held on to the bag. Safe at second base is Dawson.
Right, he slid in. Here it is again. He went by the bag, but Trio could not. Good play down there. Trio getting the low throw. Trio could not tag him before he got back. Be a stolen base.
Dawson's 34th, so he's at second base. It's 1 strike to count to Gary Carter. 0-2 to Carter. Nothing ball game, bottom half of the second inning. Ball and 2 strikes. This low, it's 2-2. a little bit inside and pulled down. Still 3-2 to Carter. Dawson second base, nobody out. Expos have their first 2 men on base here in the second. That'll bring up Warren Cromartie. Crow batting .292. Watching Phillies baseball here on WPHL TV, Channel 17 in Philadelphia. 0-0 ball game, bottom of the second. Expos with a threat. Field side. 1 strike to Cromartie. Nothing at 2 to Cromartie. Ball and 2 strikes. Reminding Christensen to keep an eye on Andre Dawson. Dawson had started off second base and he stopped. Ball and 2 strikes to Warren Cromartie. Pops a foul out of play. And it's still 2-2 to Warren Cromartie. Get in the air to right field. Bake McBride right there. Cromartie is out. The runners will have to hold. That's 1 down. We'll bring up Larry Parrish. He's batting .255. Dawson at second, Carter at first. Nothing ball game, second inning. Game delayed for more than 3 hours because of rain. One strike to Parrish. To Larry Parrish. Parrish skies one into shallow left center field. Coming hard is Unser. Nobody can get it. Everybody moving up one base. So a looping single into shallow left center field, and the bases are loaded with Expos with 1 out.
The ball was up in the air too long. Somebody should have caught it. I guess it probably should have been Unser. Got a long run. Didn't come close to the ball. That should have been an out.
But it's a hit, and the bases are loaded with 1 out for the hot-hitting Chris Spire. Spire batting .266. Phillies had a tough time getting him out of Veterans Stadium. Having a tough time getting him out here. He hit last night. Bases loaded. 1 down. Second inning of a 0-0 game. to short, might be a double play. 3-0-1. Relay, yes, get the double play and get out of the inning. Spire grounds into a twin Philly. Oh, the Phillies biting the bullet again. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. After 2, nothing. Well, we move to the 3rd inning of a 0-0 ball game. Larry Christensen will lead off for the Phils. LC batting .353. So 1 home run. It came at the dome off Joe Niekro. He's knocked in 4 runs. Christensen has been able to get out of a couple of big jams. Third base 1 out, bases loaded 1 out. 1-0 to Larry Christensen. Rogers was in a 1st inning jam, 1st and 3rd 1 out. He got out of that. Followed a strike to Larry Christensen. It's beginning to rain out here. Tell me. 3 hours of rain delays, and now the rains are coming down again.
One thing about it, if they hold off a little while, it'll turn to snow. Don't have to worry about the rain.
2-2 to Larry Christensen. So the Rains are with us again. Full count to Christensen. He pops a foul on a play. It's still 3-2. There you see the rain. It's coming down pretty good right now. Christensen grounds a foul down the third base side. Yeah, not the most ideal playing conditions here. He struck him out. Second strikeout for Rogers. That's 1 down in the 3rd. And that'll bring up Pete Rose. He lined out to Rodney Scott his first time up. Umpires are really under the gun in a situation like this. Got the Eastern Division title at stake. Rose hits one to left field. White is there. Pete is out, 2 down. That'll bring on Bake McBride, who walked his first time up. Third inning of a 0-0 ball game. One strike to McBride. Good breaking ball. Rogers in front of Bake, 0-2. Ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Two and 2. That's hit the first baseman, Cromartie. Crow will make the race to the bag. Not in time. Bake beats it out. Cromartie electing to make the race to the bag. Should have gone to Rogers, and McBride beats it out.
Bake got away from home plate very well, and Cromartie had to retreat a little bit there. See Rogers bailing out, and Bake did beat him by a fraction of a step.
So McBride, an infield single with 2 outs. Phillies' first hit off Steve Rogers. Mike Schmidt walked his first time up. Low breaking ball, 1-0. Plate umpire Bruce Fremming will have to check every ball that bounces up there because that track is muddy down there. Line drive, deep left center field, off the top of the fence. Fake McBride being waved around. Spire has a great gun, and he'll be out like that, too. Expos played it perfectly. Dawson playing to Karam high off the left center field fence, and McBride had no prayer. It goes Dawson to Spire to Carter, and the Phillies down to the third. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the third. It's 0-0. Steve Rogers leads off for the Expos here in the third. Rogers batting .169. We're playing in a steady rain here at Olympic Stadium. The play is going to continue in a 3-hour rain delay at the outset. Nothing, bottom half of the third. 1-0 to Steve Rogers. 2-0 to it. Nothing to the pitcher, Steve Rogers. Christensen normally excellent control. Walked him on 4 pitches. Second walk given up by Christensen, and that'll bring on Jerry White. Popped up to Boy's first time up.
I think with this rain coming down, Dick Williams, there's Dallas Green there. Dick Williams will probably go to the sacrifice bunt.
Rose looking for it. 1-0 to count to Jerry White. He was around a bunt, took the pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike to him. Dick Williams. He drops the bunt foul. Ball and 2 strikes to White. Well, with the rain coming down, I cannot believe, though, the enormity of this game that they would allow it to be a rain-shortened official 5 or 5.5 or 6 inning contest.
It rains and rains all night. What can you do?
That is true. But it's raining right now. Rogers is going to end up at third base. So the Phillies are coming unglued here in this game. That's the third error. Rogers not likely to be going anywhere, and Christensen threw over to first base. Throwing error on Christensen.
Larry's second throwing error, and with the as hard as it is to move, you might use a little better judgment on those pickoff plays, especially when a pitcher's there. Rogers making third easily.
So Rogers at third base with nobody out. Ball and 2 strikes to Jerry White.
The infield is coming up about halfway. You can do that with a pitcher running. You don't have to bring him in all the way.
That's hit well to right field. Out of here. Home run, Jerry White. And the Expos take a 2-0 lead. White's 6th home run of the year.
This time that Montreal has been ahead of this series, and the fans are reacting. Jerry White hurt the Phillies in that last weekend series. He hit a fastball right down the heart of the plate, I believe. That's what it was.
So White has put Montreal on top 2-0 here in the 3rd. That'll bring on Rodney Scott. He singled his first time up. One strike to Rodney Scott. Scott. Phillies will try to quickly get some bullpen activity. Kevin Sauché is going to get up, as is Mickey Knowles. Ball and 2 strikes to Scott. There's Sauché and Knowles. 2-2. Expos lead at 2-0, 3rd inning. That'll be a base hit for Rodney Scott. His 2nd hit of the ball game. And Montreal had his hit number 5 off Christensen. So Scott, who can fly at first base, and Herm Starrett comes out of the Phillies dugout. Still nobody out here in the 3rd.
There you see Mickey Knowles and Kevin Sauché. Expect a lot of people to hurt you on this Montreal lineup, but you don't expect that much out of Jerry White and Steve Rogers throwing a run.
Office grounded into what turned into a double play his first time up. A sharply hit ball at Manny Trio. Got the out at first, and then Scott tried to score, and he was thrown out. Rodney's stolen 62 bases. 1-0 to Roland Office. Tap towards second base. Manny Trio tags Scott, throws out Office, double play, and I mean Trio really tagged him. So Manny gets the twin killing.
Well, that takes a little of the pressure off Christensen. That's right, Manny straight-armed him out of the way. They might have called a double play on interference there, whether Trio completed or not, because Scott did go into him pretty hard.
2 outs, no base runners. Andre Dawson, the batter, he singled his first time up. Nothing to Dawson. Expos leading 2-0 on Jerry White's 2-run homer. Dawson pops a foul back out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike to Andre Dawson. missed inside, 2-1. Two and two to Dawson. Good breaking ball by Christensen. He struck him out. Dawson knew it. First strikeout for Christensen. Montreal takes the lead with 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 Philly error. Nobody left. Andy Musser will be coming along at the end of 3. It's 2-0 Montreal.
Spire can't get it. It's off his glove, and Luzinski has a hit. Greg Luzinski singles to start the Phillies' 4th inning.
Spire has not. Here it is again. Greg hit it off the end of the bat a little bit. Spire was playing him over towards the hole, got leather on it, but just slowed the ball. Rogers has not given up a run yet, but Andy, I don't think this is the Steve Rogers we saw last Sunday in terms of his velocity anyway.
Well, I'd agree with you, Whitey, as Del Unser digs in, and also, of course, the conditions here today would certainly indicate that some runs are going to be scored. Unser flied out to left field. Unser takes a strike. Didn't miss by much. 1 ball and 1 strike. Luzinski at first, nobody out. First time the Phillies have had their leadoff man on. A pop up, but it'll be foul and out of play. Gary Carter has caught every game for the Expos since late in August. He hasn't missed a turn behind the plate. Carter said if it hadn't been for the Expos being in the race, he certainly would have taken some time off because he is dog-tired. Another close pitch, 2-2. Carter says he fully sympathizes with the position that John Bench is taking these days. Bench not wanting to catch more than a couple of days a week next year, but that's going to be a tough thing for the Reds to be able to work out. And a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Unser. Rogers will stalk around a little bit on this one.
I believe Luzinski will be going, no matter that the Phillies are 2 runs back. Unser usually gets his bat on the ball. Whoops.
Well, and a good thing he was not. Luzinski was holding his ground, and Unser strikes out. That'll be strikeout number 3 for Rogers.
Pitch, I think, a little high out of the strike zone. Bell tipped it, but Carter held on.
Moreland flied to center field. Two runs and 5 hits for Montreal. No runs, 3 hits for the Phillies.
Two best pitches right there that he's thrown all day. Both good sinker balls.
Luzinski at first base. There's 1 out. Phil's batting in the 4th inning. Moreland sends a roller to Spire. They get Luzinski, and that's all. Moreland safe on the fielder's choice. He just reached down and kind of funked that ball toward shortstop. Moreland at first on the fielder's choice, 2 down. Here's Manny Trio. Manny grounded out to Spire. Last 15 ball games, Manny's been hitting at a .327 clip. Manny had that long dry spell there for about 2 weeks that's going to cost him a .300 season. He was batting over .300 almost all year, bouncing foul, strike 1. Two to nothing, Montreal, 4th inning. Jerry White ripped the pitch out of here to right field with a man on. Breaking ball misses. breaking ball, 2-1. Rogers goes through more gyrations on the mound than about anybody you watch. Takes deep breaths, sucks in air. There he is. Fleming is not giving either pitcher that low pitch today. Three balls and one strike on Trio. In the air to right field. It's going to be in the corner. Office over. He makes the catch. So the Phillies have been retired in the fourth. We're in the middle of the fourth inning. It's 2-0 Montreal.
Unchain yourself. Try the personal touch.
And tasty cakes have just been delivered to the booth. You don't expect that in Montreal, but here they are.
Sent up by Richie Riley, Westmont, New Jersey. Crimpets and buttered cream cake.
That really makes us feel at home. Gary Carter walking toward the plate. Carter drew a base on balls his first trip up. Christensen has walked two today, and one of them hurt him because he walked Rogers ahead of the home run by White. 2-0 Montreal. Didn't know we'd be playing a night game this day, did you? Here it is, about almost 20 of 7, and we're in the fourth inning. Gary Carter, the player of the month. September. Probably going to be the player of the year for Montreal. Andre Dawson's got a lot of consideration too. Christensen has given up 5 hits. He has committed 2 errors. The Phillies have erred 3 times, and Larry with a pair of throwing errors.
I think Larry's having a little trouble with the footing and with the ball. The ball on a cold day, a little tougher to get a good grip on it.
To Gary Carter leading off the inning. He'll be followed by Cromartie and Parrish. Expos have had hits in every inning. There's a shot to left, but that ball is foul. Carter rode a couple of them out of here foul last night in the first inning off Dick Ruthman. Two balls and 2 strikes on Carter. Struck him out. Second strikeout for Christensen and consecutive strikeouts at that.
Expos have been laying off this slider low and away, but Carter chased this one, dropping low and outside.
LC struck out Dawson to end the third, gets Carter to start the fourth. Here's Warren Cromartie. He lined out to right. Here's a ball hit in the air to right field. Bake has it lined up. Out number 2 on one pitch. Sometimes it's so easy. And sometimes it takes about a dozen pitches, like it did for Ruthven to get Carter last night in the first. Larry Parrish, he hit a pop-up into shallow center field that should have been caught by somebody, but it wasn't, and he got a Texas League single. 2 out, bases empty. Parrish batting at .257. A very likable guy who has battled back to become a fan favorite here. There was a time when the crowd was all over him for a couple of years. But he's put together 2 good seasons. 2-1. Larry really is a nice guy, too. Well, this Larry is as well. Yankees wrapped up the Eastern Division title of the American League with their win this afternoon. We'll have highlights on the post-game show with Bob Bradley.
What's happening in the Dodger-Houston game?
2-1 Houston, and last I heard they were in the 6th inning. Garvey had a home run for the Dodgers. Larry strikes out. Retired in order of the Expos in the 4th. We go to the 5th, 2-0 Montreal. The Expos 2-0. Larry Bowa will be leading it off. One of the best ways to see a Phillies game at the vet is with your group. If you haven't experienced a group outing at beautiful Veterans Stadium, why not write to the Phillies for information? A full-color group brochure will be available sometime in November. Write to Phillies Group Sales, Post Office Box 7575, Philadelphia 19101. Bowa was out on a number, Carter to Cromartie in his first at-bat. Larry hitting at 266. The report from Dodger Stadium is that the Dodgers lead the Astros 2-1, and they're in the 6th inning. 2-1 Los Angeles. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rogers has held the Phillies to 3 hits. One of them was a double by Schmidt, but the Expos got it out at the plate on that one. And 1 strike on Bowa. Bowa was going to look at that one. Rogers got it over. A full count to Larry, leading off the 5th. Larry is aboard. That's the 3rd walk handed out by Rogers. We're being told that the Houston-Los Angeles game is in the top of the 9th. Is the score the same? 2-1. Okay. 2-1, top of the 9th. We'll have highlights of that game following our game as well with Bob Bradley. Here's Christensen, strikeout victim. That's a strike. Expos expecting a bunt out of LC. Phillies down by 2 runs, but they'll try to get at least one of them back here. And a punch shot through on the right side. It's a base hit. Sliding is Office. Bowa's going to head for 3rd. Here's the throw. He's safe. Oh, baby, was that close. Phillies at 1st and 3rd, and Bowa's hurt.
Bowa was going to hold at 2nd. This is a check swing base hit. Larry just kind of stuck his bat out there, and whoops, there it goes. Office sliding here and going down. Bowa had stopped there at 2nd. Picks up speed again. This was a very close play. I guess it wasn't that close after all. Bowa hit that bag so hard it hurt his leg a little bit. But the Phils have a chance here to get on the board. Nobody out, and the infield will stay back.
First and 3rd with nobody out in the top of the batting order. Pete Rose. I think Larry's all right. He did jam into that bag pretty hard, and he's still trying to massage his leg. It's got to hurt.
Yeah, he's all right. You'll never get him out of there now.
Christensen at 1st, and he's got the warm-up jacket on. Very, very raw day here in Montreal. Christensen getting his 7th hit of the year. Rose rips it into left field. It's in for a base hit. Bowa will score. It's a 2-1 ball game. Christensen to second base. Phillies got one of them back, and still nobody out in the inning. Pete Rose with his 64th run driven in.
He hitting a slider here, I believe it is. That's what it was. Boa scoring easily, and of course Christensen has to stop at third. Dick Williams, or Galen Cisco it is, the pitching coach for Montreal, is headed towards the mound. They have, I believe that's Elias Sosa out there warming up. Sosa never gets up this early, but Dick Williams doesn't have that many games left, that many innings left. Going to be interesting to see what Bate McBride does here with runners on first and second, nobody out. There's Sosa.
Well, you're right about the fact that managers have to play it a little bit differently here on a day like this than you do in a mid-season ball game.
I think McBride will be hitting. I don't think he'll be bunting here. Schmidt's coming up next. If he would bunt and successfully move the runners, leaves a base open, and I think the Phillies would like to have Schmidt hit instead of get the intentional walk.
Bake has been on twice with a walk and an infield hit, which he beat out when Cromartie probably could have gotten him at the bag had he tossed to Rogers covering. Still nobody out in the inning. Phillies have gotten one of the runs back. It's 2-1 Montreal. Hits all even, 5 per side. Bouncer off the plate to third. They're going to let it roll, and it stays fair and safe at third base. Phillies get a big break.
Don't believe it.
I don't believe it. That is true. That ball looked like it was going foul. It must have hit something. It went back fair. You don't expect that on an AstroTurf surface.
That's right. It looked like it was going to roll foul. Bake topped it. Parrish was going to let it roll foul. See the ball, it hit on the line and came back. Wow. What happened? Parrish tried to get to the bag, but Christensen beat him.
Wow, that was close, too.
That's right, he did come off and then got back before it could be tagged. Unbelievable.
So the bases are loaded. And here is Mike Schmidt, nobody out in the inning with the bases loaded. That was an unbelievable play. Schmidt has walked and doubled. Rogers will work from a stretch. Phillies could bust it wide open right here. They're trailing by a run, but they could lead by a bunch if this inning turns out to be something.
Rogers just made a perfect pitch on Schmidt. Slider must have just got the outside corner.
Bouncing foul, 0-2 on Schmidt. Mike's been coming up with key hits right along. He has 6 game-winning RBIs since the 1st of September.
Rogers has him in a hole, 0-2. He can afford to nibble a little bit.
Oh, and he got him. He nibbled and got him.
Another outside corner pitch. Ball tailed in a little bit. That's right where Carter had his mitt. Oh, it's up to the bowl.
That is the first out of the inning. Here's Greg Luzinski. Greg struck out on a check swing and got a hit off Spire's glove. Bases loaded, 1 out. Solid shot, Spire. Double play, and the Expos get a break. Luzinski hits the ball as hard as he has in a long time, and the Expos get a double play. What a disappointment. Phillies in the fifth inning get one run back, 3 hits, 2 men left on base. We're in the middle of the fifth, 2-1 Montreal. Sunday night at 6, it's a full hour of musical entertainment as Channel 17 presents The Palace with Jack Jones. That's Sunday night at 6 on Channel 17. Well, the Phillies have 3 double plays in this ball game, and the Expos just pulled one off that really hurt. A wicked line drive hit by Schmidt, but Spire speared it and turned it into an inning-ending double play. That hurt. So it's a 2-1 game, Whitey.
And the Dodgers won their game 2-1 over Houston, so they're a game back now. They play Houston tomorrow. That's not settled yet.
That's right. If the Dodgers would win again tomorrow, then they would be tied, and they would play again in Los Angeles on Monday in the playoff game. Oh, come on. We've been telling you how cold it is here, and I want to tell you this guy is defying everything. Chris Spire will lead off the fifth inning for the Expos. Montreal leading at 2-1. Spire hit into a double play that ended the second inning for Montreal. They had the bases loaded at the time. We have had a series of unusual things happen in this ball game. Hit to Del Unser in center field. And that's one down.
Been a lot of breaks in the game. On really, both teams have had some pretty good breaks. The ball that Luzinski just crushed right at Spire. Then, of course, Christensen with a check swing single. Actually, that set up the first Phillies run. Bake McBride's swinging bunt was a break.
Here's Rogers, who walked on 4 pitches and then scored when White homered. Bouncing ball that Schmidt cuts off, and Rogers will be easy. He retired at first base. So a couple of pitches and a couple of outs here in the fifth inning, and here's the Expo hero, Jerry White. He's popped out, and he's hit a 2-run homer. Got to remember now that the Expos are playing these games without 2 of their regulars. White is filling in for Ron LaFleur, the left fielder. And Roland Office is playing for Alice Valentine, the right fielder. That was home run number 6 for Jerry White. We ought to mention, even though there's no weather problem at the moment, but this now is an official ball game. We were told, of course, that every effort would be made to play 9 innings. Nobody wants to be the losing team in a game like this when you don't have all of your at-bats.
I think the rains have stopped.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to see up here for some reason, whether it's raining or not.
Hard to see everything from up here. This is our toughest park to work in, furthest away, and over here in the television booth they've got this high plexiglass that goes right across your sight line. 3-2 pitch, just missed. Christensen has issued another walk. That's his 3rd base on balls. Larry's normally very stingy in that department. The troublesome Rodney Scott will bat. He has a pair of hits today. Scott with an infield single and a roller through on the right side. Two outs with White at first base. He's not much of a base running threat. White isn't. He has 8 steals. He's been caught 7 times.
slow track, too, when you're in the boxes around the bases.
Falls behind 2-0. Montreal 2, Phillies 1. 2-2. Scott fouls it back. Rodney took Dave Cash's job away last year. He's given them very good defense. He gives them a threat on the base paths. That was close. White just got back.
Right, very, very close. Christensen's best move. Wow. He's got that left hand in there.
There he goes. Pitch is hit in the air to the alley in left center field, but right there is the ball to make the catch in the out. Scott retired. Expos down in the fifth. No runs, no hits, and one left. At the end of 5 innings, it's 2-1 Montreal. Now time for a tasty break with Tasty King. They're putting a little sand around the home plate area here as we have finished 5 innings of this game with the Expos holding a 2-1 advantage. Both starting pitchers still working, Steve Rogers and Larry Christensen. Del Unser will be leading off the inning for the Phillies. Del has flied to left and struck out. A 3-hour rain delay at the outset today, but right now it is not raining. Awfully cold and raw here, but we're playing baseball. Less than ideal conditions, but the game is being played, and it is an official game. You're watching Phillies baseball on Channel 17, WPHL TV in Philadelphia. Unser, Moreland, and Trio to test Rogers in the 6th. They're waiting for a television camera to be moved. But played by Spire, and he throws him out. Unser bounces out to Spire to start the 6th inning. And here's Keith Moreland. Moreland has slid to center and grounded to Spire into a force out. Moreland had not batted against Rogers before today. Keith in there against one of the league's best pitchers. Rogers has never won 20. His top win total was 17 and 77. He's trying to match that today. His earned run average is among the best in the league, 2.96. Nothing to Moreland. This series between the Expos and the Phillies all season long has been a close one and a tough one, so much so that neither team has ever beaten the other more than twice consecutively. 3-0 on Keith. Takes a call, strike, 3-1. Hit and right through Parrish, right between his legs into the outfield, and now White drops the ball. On into second base goes Moreland. That conceivably could be a double error.
I believe it will be. It was hit very hard, but right between Parrish's legs. Here's the 3-1 pitch. He stung it. Parrish brought the apron up a little too soon. Jerry White dropped the ball. slick out there. What did they score? 2 errors?
Yes, they did. Error on Parrish, error on White. I'll tell you, we have seen all kinds of strange things happen here today, and I'm sure, despite the fact that they were errors, that the playing surface had something to do with that.
5 errors in the game.
Yep. Good running catch made on Trio's ball the last time up by Office and right. See if the Phillies can cash it in. Here's a ball hit hard to right field. Moreland being held at third base as Office fires the ball back in, and it's a good thing he was held. A base hit for Trio. Runners at first and third with 1 away.
Well, Manny Trio chipping in with a hard single to right field. Hit so hard that Moreland wouldn't have had a chance at all to score. And it's up to Boa now.
Manny at first, Moreland at third. And Larry Boa coming to the plate. Larry has nubbed out on a play made by Carter. And Larry walked and scored the only Phillies run in the 5th inning. Expos are going to bring the infield to double play depth, I believe.
What do you do here? Do you let him swing? Do you suicide squeeze?
1 out with the pitcher on deck. Phillies bullpen gets up now, just in case they want to pitch hit. There's Greg Gross grabbing a bat. Reed is up in the bullpen. Boa takes a fastball away, ball 1. 2-1 Expos. There's Slink. If you wanted to pull that squeeze play, this would be
the time, but I don't think Dallas will put it on now. Also a good pitch to hit.
And that infield pretty far in. Past the mound. There's 1 out. They get a double play. Unbelievable things are happening here in Montreal. No runs, 1 hit, 2 errors, 1 man left on base. Middle of the 6th inning, 2-1 Montreal. Larry Boa grounding into a double play as the Expos were very fortunate on that play that it went straight back the middle. Otherwise, had they gotten only 1, the run would have scored. And Christensen still down by a run, 2-1. What an unusual ball game, Whitey.
Both teams have had chances to score a lot of runs. Christensen pitched out of a lot of early trouble. And Rogers has been in all kinds of trouble.
This guy has had a strange day, too. Roland Office has grounded into 2 double plays, both of them started by Trio. One of them was a 4-3-2 double play, not your garden variety. And the other was simply 4-3 as Manny was able to tag out Scott in the base paths. Bottom of the 6th inning, the Expos on 2 runs scored in the 3rd on the home run by Jerry White. Base hit. Off the singles to start the Montreal 6th inning. That's hit number 6 for the Expos. The Phillies have actually out-hit Montreal 7-6. Andre Dawson. Andre 1 for 2, a single, a stolen base, and he was struck out in the 3rd inning. That's a strike. So Shea and Knowles are both up in the Phillies bullpen now. Christensen having to battle out of another one. And And we're getting toward the late stages here, bottom of the 6th inning. Check swing foul ball. 0-2 on Dawson. Throws that ball out of play as it hit the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Dawson. Andre starting the game with the 4th best average in the National League. Bill Buckner has taken the lead in the batting championship race right now by 2 points. Just got a piece of it.
We mentioned earlier, Andy, that Buckner went 3 for 5 today with a home run, so he's probably increased that 2-point lead. I don't know whether Gary Templeton played in that St. Louis game or not against the Mets. Keith Hernandez was close. He had a home run that we know of.
Good block by Moreland. He saved the base on that. 2-2. Offices at first. There's nobody out. We're in the 6th inning, and Montreal ahead by a run. Larry Christensen trying to pitch his way to a second Eastern title clinching win for the Phillies. He did it in Chicago in the 77 year. Here's a pop-up. Rose is in foul ground waiting. And he takes it for the out. Dawson fouls out to Rose. That's 1 down in the 6th inning. And now Gary Carter. Carter has walked and struck out. Christensen getting a little of that mud out of his spikes. Game being played under less than ideal conditions for sure, but there was a time today we didn't think we'd be playing ball at all. Called a pitch out, but nothing was going with Office.
Office doesn't steal much. He should steal more. He has better speed than that, but he's only stolen 3 bases.
A little punch shot to right field, hanging up for Bake McBride to make the play. Bake did not gamble on getting back to first base because he knew Office could see that play all the way. So Carter retired on a punch shot. That's certainly less than Gary's best swing. And here's Warren Cromartie. Cromartie has lined to right and flied to right. He's 0 for 2. Office led off with a single. He's still at first. 2 outs later. Here's Cromartie. Bouncing ball, Trio should get it. And the 3rd out of the inning is made. Expos, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We'll go to the 7th inning, 2-1 Montreal.
That's Debbie.
Well, we finished 6 innings here at Montreal. The Expos lead it by a 2-1 score. Steve Rogers still working. Larry Christensen will leave the game as Greg Gross comes out to bat for him. And here to take over the mic, Rich Ashburn.
Okay, Andy, it'll be Gross, Rose, and McBride, the first 3 batters. Greg batting .243. He's been picking up some hits lately. Christensen pitched a good ball game, giving up only the 2 runs. But he leaves trailing 2-1. Strike 1 on Gross. 2-run homer by Jerry White back in the third inning. Spires hard to his left. Got him. Oh, boy. Good play by Cromartie. Started by Spire. There's Gross. Spire hard to his left. Almost juggled. Ball bouncing right up to Cromartie. One down here in the seventh inning. Pete Rose, the batter. Pete is 1 for 3 with a single and a run batted in. He's hit the ball hard all 3 times up. We're in the top of the 7th. Expos leading 2-1 in a strange ball game. Base hit for Rose. Hit the breaking ball right in the hole between first and second. Pete with his second base hit of the game. And Bate McBride coming up. Bate's been on all 3 times with a walk, a single, and a single. Bate hitting .307. Rose represents a tying run if somebody can get him around. Base hit. Rose will stop at second as McBride gets his 3rd straight hit. And the Phillies have runners on first and second, 1 out. The batter, Mike Schmidt. Here you see the Phillies delegation. Badly outnumbered here in Montreal. Mike Schmidt has walked, doubled, and struck out. He's 1 for 2, batting .285. Expos bullpen starts to work again. Sosa and Fryman. Phillies have 1 run on 9 hits. Ball 1 to Schmidt. Top of the 7th inning. Rose at second. McBride at first. Right-hander Sosa. Left-hander Fryman. Base hit. Left field. Rose is being held. Oh, McBride is held up and they're going to get him in a rundown, or are they? He's safe. Oh, I don't believe it. McBride, getting out of a lot of trouble, had rounded second. He did not see Rose get the stop sign. Schmidt with a single here. Look at it again. Drilled it in the hole. Jerry White on the ball quickly, and Sosa wisely held Rose. Cut off here, but watch McBride now. Parrish evidently missed him. Did not make the play at second. And the bases are loaded, 1 down. The batter, Greg Lazinski. Pitching coach Galen Cisco headed towards the mound again. Unbelievable. Bases loaded, 1 out on 3 straight singles. Sosa and Fryman working hard in the bullpen. Galen Cisco generally does not make pitching changes. Dick Williams will do that. Well, Lazinski is 1 for 3 with a single. He struck out. He singled to center. And he crushed a ball that was turned into a line drive double play. Phillies have had all kinds of chances to score. They have another one here. infield back. Ball 1 to the bowl. Probably Luzinski's biggest time at bat of the season. Ball 2. Both pitches low and outside, and Rogers will have to come in with something. Rose, McBride, and Schmidt, the base runners. 1 out. Phil's trailing by a run. 2-0 the count to Luzinski. Rogers wants his catcher, Gary Carter, to go through those signs again. Ball 3. 3-0 the count. Luzinski will no doubt look at one pitch. There you see Dick Williams, pitching coach Galen Cisco. They have to be concerned. 3-0 the count to the bull. Green light, base hit! Center field. The Phillies are going to go ahead. Now they got Schmidt in a rundown. 2-run score. Schmidt's in a rundown. Still in a rundown. And they get Schmidt. And now they're trying to get Luzinski. They do. Unbelievable. A double play, but the Phillies go ahead 3-2. I don't believe it. We've got to look at this sequence again. Luzinski with probably his biggest hit of the season, a 2-run single. Here it is. Right back through the middle. The 2-run scoring easily. But pretty loose base running here. They get Schmidt finally. Luzinski gets hung up. Gary Carter sneaking in behind Luzinski at first, and they get the double play. Unbelievable. 2 runs, though. 4 hits, and nobody left on base. Phillies lead 3-2. Expos batting in the home 7th. Gross in left field. Ron Reed, the new pitcher. Larry Parrish up there. A strike on Parrish. Reed has won 7 and lost 5. Phillies lead 3-2, bottom of the 7th. Parrish, Spire, and a pinch hitter this inning. Strike 2 on Parrish. Unbelievable ball game. Luzinski getting the big hit, a 2-run single on a 3-0 pitch. Dallas Green gave him the green light. 2 runs scored, and all of a sudden struck him out on a good slider. Reed gets a strikeout on this slider low and away. 1 down here in the 7th. As it turned out, Luzinski singled in 2 runs, the tying run, the go-ahead run, and then the Expos finally getting both Schmidt and Luzinski in the rundown. This is the goofiest game. Here's Chris Spire, who's grounded into a double play and flied to center. Fouled back, strike 1 on Spire. And Willie Montanez is going to be the pinch hitter for the Expos. Phillies 3 runs, 11 hits, 3 errors. Expos 2 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors. Spire didn't like the call by Bruce Fleming. Strike 2 to count. broken bat, foul ball. Spire will have to get another piece of lumber. Went from a white bat to a black bat. All the pitchers have been having trouble with their spikes in this mud today. The rains have stopped. We have been playing without rain for about the last 4 innings. Started without rain, and then rain for a couple of the early innings. And I believe it has warmed up a little bit. It's not a heat wave, but it's warmer. Foul ball. 2 strikes on Spire. Missed with a low fastball. A ball and 2 strikes to count. Foul ball again. Spire trying to get his bat on the ball. He's behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pop up. Manny Trio right there. Oh, he dropped it! I don't believe it! Oh, boy. What is going on here today? An error on Manny Trio, his second of the ball game. Watch this. That is hard to believe. Popped right out. Do not believe it. The Phillies' 4th error. 2 on Trio. There are rare errors on Manny when he gets 1. Now Ron LaFleur is coming out to run for Spire, and you know what that means. Willie Montanez will bat. I did not believe this. You know that LaFleur will be running. Reed does not have a good move to first. Sparky Lyle is up now in the Phillies bullpen. This is an amazing game. Time is called. Pete Rose called time, and Pete is looking into the dugout for some reason. I believe they're ready to go. They know that LaFleur will be running. There he goes. Pitch out. Pitch out. He is safe. Oh, no! Another error. LaFleur, a stolen base. Error on Moreland. Here it is again. Pitch out. He had a shot at him. Throw was low. Got by Trio, got by Bowen. Ball 1 to count to Montanez. That's LaFleur at third, 1 out. He represents the tying run. Dallas Green is coming out. I believe that Pete Rose called time, thinking that Dallas might bring Sparky Lyle in. Lyle would have a much better chance of holding LaFleur on. And now Dallas is going to Sparky Lyle. A pitching change for the Phillies. Phillies lead 3-2, trying to hang on. We'll be back in a moment. Sparky Lyle, the new pitcher. No wins, no losses. His 10th ball game. His earned run average, 1.38. And it looks like he'll pitch to Willie Montanez. With LaFleur at third, 1 out, the Phillies leading 3-2. This game is being played like a sandlot game, but there have certainly been a lot of exciting things happen. Like John Camargo is coming out to bat for Montanez now. Well, Camargo singled off Sparky Lyle last night as a pinch hitter. Phillies will bring their infield in tight on Camargo. Trying to cut off the tying run. Camargo was left there with a count of 1 ball on him. He'll inherit the count that Willie Montanez had when he was taken out. Infield up tight. Camargo's a switch hitter, batting right-handed, of course. Ooh, good block by Keith Moreland. Ball 1 to count to Camargo. Lyle doesn't fool around. He'll generally go right at the batter. Little high, ball 2. 2-0 the count. Uh-oh. Ball hit him. Ball hit him. Oh, that's ball 4. I'm sorry, Dan. He did inherit the 1 ball count. Well, he gets a walk. First and third, 1 out. Jerry White, the batter. We're getting another pinch hitter. I believe that's that Raines. Tim Raines it is, and he can fly also. I believe he stole 70-some bases in Denver. 77 bases at Denver. Tim Raines. Expos have 2 runners, total 160-some bases. Foul ball, strike 1 on Jerry White. White is officially 1 for 2 with a 2-run homer. LaFleur at third, Raines at first, 1 out. Phil's lead 3-2, bottom of the 7th. Sparky Lyle trying to get him out of a jam. Fouled out of play, strike 2 on White. Phillies win this game, they may never lose another game. Committed 5 errors, 2 in this inning. Foul ball. 2 strikes on Jerry White. Raines has not made any indication of trying to steal a base. Lyle has a quick release. Take and throw to first. There he goes. Fouled back. Raines going on that pitch. Count will hold at 2 strikes on White. Quick go over there. Raines safe. Ball back out of play. Still 2 strikes on White. Unbelievable ball game. Started over 3 hours late, but ball 1, 2 strikes on White. LaFleur at third, Raines at first. There goes the runner. No throw. Harlan juggled the ball. Raines will get a stolen base. And the Expos with runners on second and third, and the infield now is going to come up about halfway. 2-2 to count. That's hit deep enough to score the tying run. Unchered back there. And we're tied up at 3-3. Raines moving to third, gives Jerry White a run batted in, his third of the ball game. Raines is at third, 2 outs from the batter, Rodney Scott. Scott is 2 for 3, a couple of singles. That's an unearned run, needless to say. Did he swing? Nope, he didn't. Ball 1 to Scott. Look at it again. I don't know. Foul ball, a ball and a strike on Scott. Ducked into the ball, 2-1 to count. Outside, ball 3. Left-hand batter rolling off will see to that next. At third, 2 down. Line left field, a foul ball. Oh boy. Oh. Full count now to Scott. This game will get you a little nervous. Foul ball. We're tied 3-3, bottom of the 7th. Phillies can hang on and win. They'd win the National League East Division title. If they lose, it goes tomorrow. Base hit. Oh boy. Double for Scott. The Expos lead it 4-3. That's an unearned run also. There it is. Schmidt got leather on the ball. Gus slowed it. Montreal leading 4-3. Roland Office the batter. Ball 1 to Office. Office 1 for 3 with a single. He's also grounded into 2 double plays. 2-0 to count. Good pitch. 2 balls and a strike on Roland Office. Scott at second, 2 down. 2 unearned runs here in the bottom of the 7th, and the Expos have the lead. Two and 2 to count. Struck him out. That'll retire the side, but the Expos with 2 runs. 1 hit, 2 errors, 1 left on. After 7 full innings, it's Montreal 4, the Phillies 3. 8th inning baseball, Harry Callis. Harry, what do you think?
I think this is about the strangest game I've ever seen. Expos lead it 4-3. Elias Sosa, the new pitcher. Jerry Manuel at shortstop, and Del Unser takes high 1-0. Unser nothing for 3. Sosa on for Steve Rogers. Base hit. Del Unser to lead off the Phillies' 8th. So the Phillies keep coming at the Expos. That is hit number 12 for the Phils, who trail in the game nonetheless 4-3 on hitting Montreal 12-7.
Probably get a pinch runner for Unser. I don't think Dallas Green will miss this chance to get some speed in there.
Fans, Phillies season tickets are one of the best sports buys in the city. If you aren't one of the Phillies' present season ticket holders and would like to join the list, just write to the Phillies for a free color brochure that will be ready sometime in November. Evidently, no pinch runner. Keith Moreland, the batter, he's 0 for 3. Unser first base. Nobody out. 8th inning. Phillies trailing by a run, 4-3. And as wacky a ball game as you'll ever see. Unser going on a hit and run. He stumbled out of the box. It's fouled off. 1 strike. One strike to Moreland. Phillies have committed 5 errors in this game. Foul back. Sosa in front of Moreland, 0-2. Calling 2 strikes to Keith Moreland. Deep shortstop, Manuel to Scott 1, the relay late. Hard takeout slide by Unser, but they get the lead runner at second base. Jerry Manuel to Rodney Scott. Moreland safe on a fielder's choice. That brings up Manny Trio, who's 1 out of 3, is grounded out, fly to deep right and single. Now we're going to get a pinch runner for Keith Moreland. Jay Laviglio coming out to run for Moreland. Jay Laviglio pinch running at first base with 1 out. Trio has had a weird afternoon. Gold Glove second baseman has made 2 of the Phillies' 5 errors. 1 on a routine pop-up in the 7th inning that opened the gates for the Montreal 2 runs to put them in front 4-3. Watching Laviglio. Stole 44 bases at Oklahoma City. Trio pops it up. Sosa will take it. So that's 2 down in the 8th inning. And it'll bring up Larry Boa. Has bounced out in front of the plate, walked and scored a run, grounded into a double play. 4-3 Montreal. We're in the 8th. Ground ball back through the middle, off Manuel. It's going to be safe all around. Base hit Larry Boa. Well, the Phillies have 2 men on base with 2 outs. Greg Gross will be the batter. Came in to pinch hit and stayed in the game. Grounded out his only at bat.
Well, Spire took a base hit away from Gross in his only time at bat. Now we see Dick Williams headed towards the mound, and he's going to go to Woody Fryman. So I suppose Dallas Green will also make some kind of a switch here. How about Gary Maddox?
Well, Maddox is available. We have a pitching change for the Expos. 8th inning. Montreal leads 4-3. We'll be back after this brief pause. Woody Fryman coming on here in the 8th inning. The Expos leading by a run 4-3. Gary Maddox is going to come out and pinch hit for Greg Gross. Fryman's had an excellent year for Dick Williams. Appearing in his 61st game, 7 wins, 4 losses, 17 saves, an ERA of 2.16. Jay Laviglio at second, Larry Boa at first, Gary Maddox coming out to bat. Maddox hitting .260. Two men on base, 2 outs, 8th inning. Phillies have 13 hits in the game, but just 3 runs, trailing by a run. Time called by Bruce Fremming before Fryman could deliver a pitch.
I don't think Fremming was ready. Everybody was ready but Fremming.
It's Bruce. He committed himself on a pitch that was high and away. 1 strike to Gary Maddox.
Bruce Fremming has worked a great ball game back there today.
Nothing and 2 to Gary Maddox. Strikes to Maddox. Jay Laviglio, pinch runner at second base. Larry Boa at first base. 2 outs, 8th inning. Phillies trail by a run. It's 2-2. Maddox pops a foul. It's out of play. Still 2-2 to Gary Maddox. We go to the bottom half of the eighth. Montreal leading the Phillies 4-3. Warren Brewster, the Phillies' new pitcher, as we go to the bottom half of the eighth inning. Gary Maddox now playing center field. Del Unser moves from center to left. 4-3, Montreal leading. Bottom half of the eighth inning.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you saw me find on Elizabeth, now catching for the Phillies.
Bob Boone also comes into the ball game to catch. Boy, what a weird ball game this has been. Phillies with 3 runs, 13 hits, but have committed 5 errors, the last of which opened the gates for 2 Expo runs as Montreal took the lead. Montreal 4 runs, 7 hits. They committed 2 errors, those 2 coming on the same play. 1-0 to Andre Dawson. 2-0 to Dawson. Warren Brewster appearing in his 25th game, 2 wins, 1 loss, an ERA of 3.25. Dawson pops one foul. It's going to be backing out of play. Two to Andre Dawson. Said he checked his swing. It's a full count. Two to Andre Dawson. Bottom half of the eighth inning, Montreal leading at 4-3. That's it towards shortstop Larry Moore. Oh, it throws out Dawson on a close play at first base, 1 down. It'll bring on Gary Carter, whose walk struck out and lined out to right field. Bottom half of the eighth inning. One and nothing to Gary Carter. Shaken up, brought him to his knees. 2-0 the count to Carter. In the ninth, the Phillies will be sending up Pete Rose, Bake McBride, and Mike Schmidt scheduled to bat. This game delayed at the outset better than 3 hours. Having really had to sting. Hit him in the knee, a low pitch. Boone could do it.
Second one that hit him on that left leg in this ball game. That'll hurt him, but he'll hang in there.
Nothing to count to Gary Carter with one down. If the Phillies do not win this one, tomorrow at 2:30, Steve Carlton goes against Bill Gullickson. Televising that game regardless, but of course Steve Carlton will not pitch if the Phillies win this game. The Phillies have only one more shot at it. Three and one to Gary Carter. Carter. One down in the Expos' 8th inning. Struck him out. Carter called out on strikes. That's 2 down. We'll bring on Warren Cromartie. Crow's 0 for 3 is twice flying out and grounded out. 2 down, bottom half of the 8th inning. Pops one foul, it'll be out of play. 1 strike to Cromartie with 2 outs. The bouncing ball hit softly to second. Trio throws Cromartie out. And the Expos down at order in the 8th. No runs, hits, or errors, none left. We move to the 9th inning. Phillies' last chance. Montreal 4, Bills 3.
Well, consider it's Michelob Light. And that means a rich, smooth taste you can compare to any beer you like.
102 to 98. How did you do it? Defense?
Michelob Light. Compare the taste.
The Phillies, Mike Douglas, Good Time, Cotter, Barney Miller, Star Trek, the movie on Channel 17 is one hit after another. Weeknights at 5 and 6, Channel 17's got the class. Welcome back, Cotter.
She loves me. What happens if she loves me not? The odds is better this way.
Welcome back, Cotter, at 5 and at 6 on Channel 17.
17, the great entertainer.
You're about to see Ford pickups make 6-cylinder EPA fuel economy history. For 1981, Ford brings this mileage barrier with the best estimated MPG ever achieved by a 6-cylinder pickup. And here's another breakthrough. The first and only automatic overdrive option in any 8-cylinder truck. When your speed reaches about 40, it automatically shifts into overdrive and your engine runs slower. Only Ford has V8 automatic overdrive. For 1981, Ford pickups make one breakthrough after another. They're built Ford tough.
Pete Rose leads off for the Phils. He's 2 out of 4. 9th inning, Phillies down by a run. 1-0 to Rose. To Pete. leadoff base runner in the 9th inning. That'll bring on Bake McBride. Bake is 3 for 3, a walk and 3 singles. The Expos have Stan Bonson and Bill Lee up in the bullpen. Lee in the weird style, throwing about 70 feet 6 inches. Bonson in the more conventional style. Phillies have Tug McGraw up in the pen. Pete Rose, a leadoff base runner, 9th inning. 4-3 Expos lead. Bake not bunting. He takes it high and inside. It's 1-0. Mike Schmidt due up next. Low, ball 2, 6 straight balls thrown by Woody Fryman. Galen Cisco coming out to talk to him. Woody knows what he has to do. He has to throw strikes, but he hasn't done it so far. This has been the weirdest ball game I can recall ever having seen. There's the bullpen. Now Bill Lee is back on the rubber. He was throwing from way behind the mound earlier. Bill Lee and Stan Bonson. You see Gold Glovers who make spectacular plays all year, dropping pop-ups. See base runners, Mike Schmidt, who's one of the best base runners in the game, making a base running mistake, take you out of an inning. You see a veteran pitcher who knows what it's all about, can't throw a strike. Got that one over. 2-1 to Bake McBride. The breaking ball. It's 2-2 to Bake McBride. Ground ball hit the second. Might be a double play. The tag there. The relay not in time. Bake just beats it out on a very close play. We're going to have an argument, but McBride's safe at first base. Rose tagged out, 1 down. McBride safe at first. Dick Williams coming out to argue with Dick Stello, as is Warren Cromartie. Let's see it. Here's the play. Right, he beat it. It's an accurate call by Stello. He beat the play. Cromartie putting up a beat, but he beat it. Wasn't even a tie. Bake McBride at first base and 1 down. Mike Schmidt the batter. Schmidt has walked, doubled, struck out, and singled. So McBride at first base with 1 out, 9th inning. Phillies down by a run, 4-3. Bob Boone due up next. To Mike Schmidt. McBride first base, 1 out. Fouls it off. 1 ball and 1 strike to Schmidt. 1 down, 9th inning. Phillies trail 4-3. 1 ball and 2 strikes. McBride, first base. 1 out. In the dirt for a ball, 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Mike Schmidt. Montreal leading by a run, 4-3. Woody Fryman, a lot of years. Headed toward a save here. Schmidt. McBride might well be taken off here. Full count to Mike Schmidt with 1 out. Take McBride at first base. A key pitch here for Woody Fryman, and Gary Carter trots out to talk to him. Years old, a Ewing, Kentucky. Full count to Mike Schmidt. Big pitch here. Bouncing ball, tapped softly, third base. Berry's charges, he throws. Oh, that time he called him out. I got to see a replay on that. McBride moves up to second base. Schmidt called out on a very, very close play. Schmidt chased ball 4. It was almost on the ground. He topped the ball down the third base side. Now here it is. The throw. Oh. He's safe. The argument on the preceding play might have really helped the Montreal Expos. Argument on the preceding play, getting Stello to think another bang-bang play, and Schmidt called out. McBride at second base, 2 outs. It's up to Bob Boone. Boone batting .228. 1-0 to Boone. Lonnie Smith has moved into the on-deck circle. The bat for Dillon. Base hit to center field. Fake McBride rounding third. He stumbles, but he's still going to score. Boone heading for second base. Tie ball game. Bob Boone delivers with a single to center. Down to the last out. Boone a base hit. Fake McBride scores. And this game is tied at 4. Oh, what a big blow by Bob Boone, who's struggled all year. Fake McBride stumbling. Dawson hurrying his throw way offline. McBride scores easily. Now we're going to get a pinch runner for Boone at second. Dallas Green is pulling out all the stops. Who's he going to catch? Don McCormick, I guess. Bob Dernier is the pinch runner at second base, and Lonnie Smith is going to be the batter. A little surprised he's taking Bob Boone out of this tie ball game, but he is. It's a 4-4 game here in the 9th inning. Bob Dernier, the base runner. Lonnie Smith, the pinch hitter. 4-4 ball game. Oh, what a ball game. Regardless of who wins this game, this has been some kind of wacky, wild, crazy ball game. Lonnie Smith is going to get an intentional walk. Lonnie Smith will get the intentional walk. And Ramon Aviles has come out of the dugout. Ramon Aviles coming out to bat. Aviles hitting for Brewster. 2 men on base. Ramon hitting .280. Oh, what a wacky game. What a weird ball game. Wild and weird. It's tied 4-4 in the 9th inning. Tug McGraw is up in the Phillies bullpen. Bernier at second, pinch running. Lonnie Smith at first. They both can fly. 2 outs. One strike to Aviles. Quickly in front of Ramon, 0-2. Talk about breaking your bat. Talk about getting jammed. That ball trickled into the Expos dugout. The barrel of the bat went, watch this, went out to Woody Fryman. This is called a jam job. That is really getting jammed. 2 strikes to Aviles, who has a new bat. 2 outs. 2 men on base. Just missed. Ball and 2 strikes. Bernier, pinch runner at second base. Lonnie Smith at first base. 2 outs, 9th inning. Slow, it's 2-2. Phillies tie the game with 1 run, 1 hit, no Expo errors. 2 men left. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It's Phillies 4, Montreal 4. Bottom half of the 9th of a 4-4 ball game. Larry Parrish is going to lead off for Montreal. He's singled and twice struck out. He'll be followed by Jerry Manuel. Four to 4 ball game. Bottom of the 9th. Phillies with 14 hits. Montreal with 7.
Walking to the third baseman, Larry Parrish.
Larry Parrish to lead off, facing Tug McGraw. One strike to Parrish. Warren Brewster pitching 1 inning of hitless, runless baseball. He struck out 1. Chopping foul down the third base side. 0-2 to Parrish. struck him out. So McGraw, who struck out 5 with a 6-seat base last night, starts it with a strikeout. That'll bring on Jerry Manuel, the shortstop. Manuel coming in for Chris Spire after Spire was taken out for the pinch runner. Manuel hit .277 at Denver this year. One strike to Manuel. Woody Fryman due up next. Stan Bonson is in the bullpen. Ball and a strike to Jerry Manuel. One and two. Tim Wallach has moved into the on-deck circle. The bat for Fryman. Ball and 2 strikes to Jerry Manuel with 1 out, bottom of the 9th of a 4-4 ball game. He struck him out with a screwball. 2 down. Tim Wallach coming out. Look at this screwball. Tim Wallach coming out to bat for Fryman. Wallach at .281 at Denver. Power hitter, he had 36 homers, knocked in 124 runs. Ernst Durrett talked to both Don McCormick, the catcher, who saw Wallach in the American Association, and Tug McGraw, the pitcher, about this fellow who can hit the long ball. And that's what he's thinking here with 2 outs and no base runners. Bottom half of the 9th inning of a 4-4 game. Game delayed at the beginning for better than 3 hours because of rain. Long days journeying tonight here at Olympic Stadium in Montreal, and Tug wants it to be longer. 1 strike to Wallach. Bouncing up there, it's 1 ball and 1 strike to him. Ball and a strike to Tim Wallach. Ooh, he had a cut, no contact, 1 and 2. You can probably expect to get the screwball now. It's 2 and 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Wallach, batting for Woody Fryman. Bouncing up there, a full count to it. Top of the order, Jerry White due up next. He popped him up, foul and playable. Don McCormick off with a mask. And he makes the grab, and that'll be it for the Expos. We're going extra innings in this wacky ball game after 9. Phillies 4, Montreal 4. Now, a new pitcher coming on for Montreal is Stan Bonson. Bonson on for Woody Fryman, 10th inning of a 4-4 game. Bonson appearing in his 57th game. He's won 7, lost by, say, 4. His ERA 2.90. He'll be facing Manny Trio, Larry Boa, and Gary Maddox. Here in the 10th inning. Of a 4-4 ball game. Phillies with 14 hits. Montreal with 7. But the Phillies have committed 5 errors. Manny Trio is 1 out of 4. 10th inning, tied at 4. One strike to Trio. low. And it's 2-2 to Manny Trio. We're in the 10th of a 4-4 ball game. Trio leading off for the Phils. Check swing, tap foul into the Expos dugout. Got himself into trouble in last night's game with walks and a wild pitch. Full count to Manny Trio. Trio pops one up into shallow right field. Rodney Scott, the second baseman, out. Scott makes the grab, and Trio is out, one down. They'll bring up Larry Boa. Boa's 1 out of 3 is tapped out in front of the plate, walked, hit into a double play, and singled. One down, 10th inning. Boa commits himself on a breaking ball, 1 strike to it. Foul out of play. Bonson in front of Boa, 0-2. Ball and 2 strikes. Gary Maddox due up next with 1 out in the 10th inning. Two and two. The dirt. Full count. 3-2 to Boa. 4-4, 10th inning. Boa smashed, but right at Warren Crow Marty. Crow playing into full, guarding against the extra base hit. Boa hit a BB, but right at Crow. That's 2 down. That'll bring up Gary Maddox, batting for the second time. He struck out in his only previous at bat. Stan Bonson, the 4th pitcher used by Dick Williams. Steve Rogers started. Elias Sosa, Woody Fryman, now Bonson. Pitch bounces up there, 1-0. Oh, hits Bruce Fleming again. He has been nailed by 3 of them today. He's done an excellent job behind that plate. It's been a long, tedious day for Mr. Brannigan. He has not missed many pitches. Fleming's got to get gun shy back there. 2-0 to Gary Maddox. Bill Lee gets back up. There's Bruce. Foul tip. Pitch was high, but Maddox started to swing. Ball foul tipped into the glove of Gary Carter. It's 2-1. Maddox pops a foul. Carter comes back. As Lou makes the catch right next to the Expos dugout, and the Phillies are retired in the 10th. No runs, hits, or errors, none left. We go to the bottom of the 10th, and still 4-4. We go to the bottom half of the 10th inning. Top of the order coming up for Montreal. Jerry White, Rodney Scott, and Roland Office to face Doug McGraw. 4-4 ball game. Dallas Green, Bobby Wine, Bill DeMars, Ernst Durrett, Dick Williams. Trying to figure out a way to get a run and somebody win this thing. Now, the great thing about this series is that nobody is going to lose the Eastern Division. Somebody's going to win it. Both the Expos and the Phillies came into this series playing great ball, red hot. Excellent months of September. And this series has been just what you might expect. Phillies winning last night 2-1. This one in the 10th, 4-4. Doug McGraw in his second inning. White hits one to left field. Fair ball hit. He'll take the big turn and hold at first base. Boy, White has been the key for Montreal this afternoon. White has knocked in 3 of the 4 runs. He's now 2 for 3 with a home run. He's at first base. Rodney Scott will be the batter, and he'll undoubtedly be up there to bunt. Scott's 3 out of 4 with 2 singles, a fly out, and a double. So White at first base. Nobody out. Bunts it foul. McCormick, a great effort, but couldn't come up with a 1 strike. Nice try by Don McCormick. He was a fine-looking young receiver, McCormick. Good effort by him, but just could not grab it. 1 strike to Rodney Scott. White first base. Nobody out. Bottom of the 10th. Tied at 4. The base runner at first base. Scott takes it low. It's 1-1. Scott trying to move that runner up to second base. Gets the out there. Sacrifice is good. Play goes Doug McGraw to Manny Trio covering, and White moves up to second base. We're with 1 out. Roland Office will bat. Office is 1 out of 4. His twice hit in double plays. A single and struck out. Phillies are getting Dickie Knowles up in the bullpen. White at second base. He represents the ball game. Bottom of the 10th. We're tied at 4, and Roland Office the batter. There's Dickie Knowles. office. Four, bottom of the 10th. Hit down the right field line, but that's going to be a foul ball. Back out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike to Roland Office. Due up next. Bottom half of in number 10. Bouncing ball dribbled down the first base side. Rose will make the unassisted put out. Moving up to third base, Jerry White. So that's 2 outs. White now at third. 90 feet away from winning this game, and Andre Dawson the batter. Dawson is 1 out of 4. He is singled, struck out, fouled out, grounded out. Hit 15 of the last 16 games, and now Dallas Green wants to talk to Tug. If you walk Dawson, you've got to pitch to Carter. If you walk them both, you pitch to Warren, throw Marty. I don't think they would do that. Tug has as much trouble with left-hand hitters as he does right. Takes away that screwball. I think the decision is just whether you pitch to Dawson or pitch to Carter. I would have to think they'll pitch to Dawson. Dallas Green having a friendly conversation with Bruce Fleming. I think both Dallas and Dick Williams appreciate the job the umpires have done in this situation with a long rain delay and a long ball game. Fleming has done an outstanding job behind the plate. Andre Dawson. They're going to pitch to him. 1-0 to Dawson. White at third represents the ball game. 2 outs. Bottom of the 10th, tied at 4. Missed the screwball. 1 ball and 1 strike to Dawson. Another screwball. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Andre Dawson. a miss. He struck him out. Tug McGraw gets out of the jam. Tugger pounding that glove. Oh, what a miraculous job he's done for the Phils this year. No runs, one hit. No hitters. After 10, it's still 4-4. 2 errors for Montreal. And I'll tell you, not too many people were blown away by this 3-hour rain delay. They're still here. And they are seeing some kind of ball game. Every pitch, every play is crucial. There have been great plays, there have been missed plays, there have been clutch hits, there have been clutch strikeouts. Pete Rose to lead off. Rose 2 for 4, has lined out, flied out, singled, and walked. Facing Stan Botson. Botson in his second inning. In relief of Woody Fryman. Nothing to Rose. Count to Pete Rose. Rose will make Boston throw strikes. He likes to nibble. Base hit Pete Rose, his 3rd hit of the ball game. So Pete leads off the Phillies 11th with a single to right field. And that'll bring on Bate McBride. McBride is 3 out of 4 with a walk, 3 singles, and a fielder's choice ground ball. Bate looking down at Lee Elia. Rather doubt if he'll be bunting. If you bunt McBride, they'll walk Schmidt. Don McCormick due to hit after Schmidt. Rose first base and nobody out. McBride pops it up. It's foul and playable. Gary Carter makes the catch. So Bake is out on 1 pitch. And that'll bring up Mike Schmidt. Schmidt, he's 2 for 4. He has walked, doubled, struck out, singled, and tapped out to third base. Inning, 4-4. Phillies with 15 hits. Who scored only 4. I suppose have been able to get key outs when they've had to, double plays when they've had to. Phillies have run themselves out of a couple of innings. In the dirt, a good block by Carter. 1-0 to Mike Schmidt. Pete Rose, runner at first base. He singled his 3rd hit of the ball game. 1 out. 11th inning. Checks his swing on a low breaking ball. It's 2-0. Phillies now getting Dickie Knowles back up in the bullpen. Way out of here. Home run. Mike Smith. Phillies lead 6-0. to fourth. Pete Rose scores in front of him. Number 48 for Smith. I have never seen Mike excited as this. Phil's lead is 6-4. What a big blow by Smitty. He's just set a record for third baseman, shattering Eddie Matthews' mark, most homers in a season. Number 48. He's knocked in 121 runs. John McCormick will be the batter. Here it is. Fastball right down the pipe, and he did not miss it. Mike Schmidt has put the Phillies in front 6-4 in the 11th inning. One strike to Don McCormick. This is his first major league at bat. There are the Phillies fans. That one's got to be somewhat wacko without a shirt. McCormick fouls it off. 2 strikes to Don McCormick. Four Phils on Mike Schmidt's 48th home run of the year. Bouncing ball tapped up the middle. Rodney Scott can't make the play. Good give McCormick a hit. They have given him a base hit. So Don McCormick in his first major league at bat gets a hit. It would have been a tough play even had Scott made it. Here it is, a little bouncing ball, tapped low pitch, tapped towards second. Even had Scott fielded it here, he would have had a tough play, an off-balance throw. So the Phillies here in the 11th have taken a 6-4 lead. Lonnie Smith, the batter. Phillies get up Dickie Knowles and Kevin Sauché, but I believe Dallas scheduled to hit. That's Tug McGraw. I believe he'll leave Tug out there. 1 out. McCormick first base. Lonnie Smith batting for the second time was intentionally walked his first time up. Nothing to Lonnie Smith. Mike Schmidt, who knocked in both runs in yesterday's 2-1 win, putting the Phillies in front 6-4 here in the 11th with a 2-run homer. Lonnie Smith skies one to right field. Roland Office back makes the catch. So Smith is out, 2 down, and Tug McGraw is going to bat for himself. Tug McGraw will come out and hit. Tug's been a bat 7 times. He has 2 hits. to 4. 11th inning. The Expos in their half of the 11th will be sending up Gary Carter, Warren Crow, Marty, Larry Parrish. McGraw hits it sharply foul down the first base side. 1 strike to Tug McGraw. The glove of Gary Carter, 0-2 to Tug. Ball and 2 strikes to McGraw. He got a piece of it. Still 1-2 to Tug McGraw. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tug. That's hit the shortstop manual. He juggles but recovers in time to get McCormick. Phillies in the the 11th, scoring 2 on Schmidt's 2-run homer. 3 hits, no errors, 1 left. Bottom half of the 11th inning, Phil 6, Montreal 4. Bottom half of the 11th inning, Phillies lead 6-4. Gary Carter will lead off. Carter is 0 for 3. He has walked, struck out, lined out to right, and struck out. McGraw in his 3rd inning in relief of Warren Brewster. Carter takes a pitch high. Tubbs stumbled. 1-0. Dallas Green keeps Sticky Knowles. Kevin Sauché up in the bullpen. Good screwball by Tug. 1 ball and 1 strike to Gary Carter. Bottom of the 11th, 6-4. Phillies lead. Tug's given up 1 hit. Another screwball. They popped him up, and that should be one of them. Pete Rose calls. Rose squeezes. 1 down in the 11th. That'll bring on Warren Cromartie. Crow is 0 for 4. There's the Phillies dugout. One down. 11th inning. Bills with a 6-4 lead. 1-0 to Warren Cromartie. Cromartie, the only hitter in last night's game out of 6 who put the ball in play off McGraw. He struck out 5 of the 6 he faced. Cromartie lined out. Fly ball left field. That should be 2 up. Lonnie Smith squeezes it. 2 outs. In the 11th inning, McGraw is 1 out away from a win, and the Phillies 1 out away from the National League East title. Larry Parrish, the batter. Parrish has singled in 4 at-bats. He struck out 3 times. Two down, 11th inning. 1 strike to Larry Parrish. Mike Schmidt's 2-run homer. Top half of this inning, putting the Phillies on top. Strikes to Larry Parrish. What a magnificent job McGraw has done. Since July 17th, his earned run average is about 0.38. Just an incredible second half. He's ahead of Parrish, 0-2. Struck him out! Phillies are the National League Eastern Division champions. Tug McGraw is being mobbed. The Phillies are in the playoffs. Tug McGraw, an unbelievable finish to an unbelievable year for the Phillies, who have won it by a score of 6-4 on Mike Smith's homer. The Phillies are National League East champions. It's all over, taking 2 from the Expos at Olympic Stadium here in Montreal.